Hey, what is going on, you guys? It's Luke Wynn here. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. I really do. And as always, remember high hopes and low expectations. As we all know, Gotham Knights is like 3 days away from us all playing it, which is amazing and scary at the same time for a lot of people. And I'm honestly really hyped, but I've seen a lot of people that want to be hyped in here because a while ago I made a video about the 3 types of players for Gotham Knights, and it's just the people that hate the game, the people that are mid, and the people that are excited for the game. And I myself is someone who is mid, but I've been thinking about it a lot. And this is something that I think could help you if you want to be excited for the game, but you're just too skeptical. And a lot of people out there, including me, are skeptical and kind of mid about the game, but we're going to pre-order it, or we already pre-ordered it, so we might as well get hyped, you know? So if you are one of those people that's like, Luke, this game looks trash, I'm not excited for it, or I can't get excited for it, or nothing looks interesting, or I don't know, I'm still caught up on Arkham, then this is the video for you. The main thing to do is honestly just stop. Now I hate those people. I'm not one of those people that are just like, well, hate's a strong word, I don't hate them, but those people that are like, you can't compare this game to Arkham. Yes, I can. Watch me. I'm gonna compare this game to Arkham because it's a new superhero game based around Batman DC. I can compare it to Arkham. I can compare it to Spider-Man. I can compare it to Batman Telltale if I wanted to, alright? But sure, whatever. The main thing you have to do, honestly, to enjoy it is not think about Arkham. That's not me saying, like, you can't think about Arkham because Arkham's better. I'm just saying because it really is different fundamentally in so many different ways. If you go into this game thinking, man, I really want to play a new Arkham game, which I do too, trust me. If you go into this game with that mindset, you're going to be like, man, I really miss this feature from Arkham. I really miss the free flow combat. I really miss all this cool stuff. And instead of doing that, you should be focusing, oh man, this is a lot of cool features. One thing I like to do when thinking about this game is to, when you're not thinking about the other games, just think of this as its own, which you should because it is. Think of it as its own new game that just happens to be a Bat family-centric game. When you think of it as just, oh, I'll pick this game up, it looks kind of fun. When you think of it as just this almost 4-player, it will be soon, but right now it's 2-player, but you can play it single player. When you think of it as this online co-op game that has RPG-esque mechanics in the game, and you're like, let's just pick this up, looks like a fun game, and you roam around the city exploring all these new areas and all these new side missions in the campaign that happens to be about the Bat family, I think you'll enjoy it a lot more, because you're like, hey, this is a pretty alright game that also happens to be about DC. Thinking about it that way, I think allows you to enjoy the game for what it is, first off, because it's not trying to be an Arkham game. It is, they went as far as they could. They tried as hard as they could to not connect us to the Arkham universe, even though it very easily could have taken place right after Arkham Knight, which I think was an intentional decision because they want you to not think about Arkham when playing this game. But of course, that's kind of dumb because we are going to think about Arkham. But if you don't, this is what they intended. And the second thing you do after you do the first thing and you completely get it out of your system and you're like, all right, let's just play a game. Don't get excited for this because it's a Bat family game. Don't get excited for this because you have all those memories of playing Arkham games on day one launch. And I'm guilty of that as well because I just recently played all the Arkham games Road to Gotham Knights. So don't play Arkham right before playing this is something I got to say, because you want to cleanse your palate. You want to just be like, all right, let's just play this new game. Let's just see what it's about. And then you'll enjoy it with an open mindset. But the second thing you have to do, and I'm going to shamelessly shout myself out here. If you go back to not just me, but like other videos of people hyping the game up, but specifically when the game was first revealed, I made a couple of videos analyzing the combat. I made a video talking about how I thought the game was going to be good. I made a video talking about how I was upset about people saying that the game sucked based off of that 8-minute gameplay clip we got. If you go back to those and you watch them, and first of all, just my energy is really hyped, but I'm just saying this because I watched it recently to get myself hyped, and I'm like, that was a pretty cool video. Like, you can tell I was younger too, I sounded younger, but I had good energy about this game. I was hyped for it, and I was just hyped to finally have a new DC game, which brings me to my third point, probably the most important, to make anyone hyped. Do you remember those days on YouTube, if you were here in 2016, 2017, watching other YouTubers like Salvage and Slick Moth, Kobe, and watching Degenerate J more recently, and Iragen and J, just watching, and I wasn't here for long. I was here for like a year before the Gotham Knights were revealed. Do you remember those days where we're just waiting for any nugget of DC news, leaks, confirmations, rumors? And we're finally about to get a new DC game. That to me is the number one reason that makes me smile when I see some news about Gotham Knights, because I know after the 7-year wait since Arkham Knight and after the 9-year wait since Arkham Origins, since Liberty Games Montreal's last game, we finally have a confirmation. We finally have a game. We finally have these trailers, these teases, these leaks even, and we finally have a physical game that we can play on day one launch. And I'm excited for it. And I know it's not what a lot of people were expecting, but it's something that if you just go in it with an open mind, I think you'll appreciate it. I don't think it's going to be the best game ever possible, but there are people that say Arkham Origins is underrated. I think Arkham Origins is trash. When that game came out, it was trash to oblivion, and now it's like some people would call it the best Arkham game out of all of them, and some people are rating it higher than any other Arkham game. So this might be a situation where years later you look back, and I already said this in the last video, years later you look back, you're like, that was a fun game. Why do people hate on it so bad? And it's just because when it comes out, people are going in it with that Arkham City mentality, and it's not going to live up to that, but it's going to be doing its own thing. Well, I don't think Arkham Origins kind of did its own thing because it was literally just Arkham City, but that's neither here or there. But it's doing its own thing. And if you appreciate that, then you're going to appreciate the game. And I think that years from now, I'm calling it right here in this video, we're going to hear Gotham Knights is underrated. Gotham Knights is actually a good game. Why do people hate on Gotham Knights? And I hope that W Games Montreal can continue making games that please fans, and I hope that they can continue paying their employees and keeping the lights on, because no one wants a whole studio to shut down. I've just seen that comment a couple of times in my live streams. People are like, do you think W Games Montreal is going to shut down? And I don't know, because they've gone a while without making a game, and WB is loving to lay off people now. So if this game isn't a success, but I hope it does do well, and I hope they make a sequel or a Teen Titans game or a Suicide Squad. We're already in the Suicide Squad game, but just another team-based game. I don't know if I want them to make Justice League. I kind of want Rocksteady to do that. But if they're good and they can do it, then by all means, go for it. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys have any more tips for getting excited about Gotham Knights, to like just letting go and appreciating the game for what it is? Let me know down in the comments below. I mean, I like some tips as well. I can always get more hyped, and I enjoy reading all of the comments. I do read them all. And yeah, thank you guys for your attention if you made it this far. Thank you guys so much. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I think we can do it. All right, like the video, please. Stay awesome, y'all, and peace.